Hello, this is Paragon MC here, and welcome back to the Badge Patreon server. Now, to start, Lee, as you can see, I'm at where I do my maps. At Dickbutt, commonly just call it Dickbutt, as in the first one. But Bajmanda, my Minecraft one, Poppy's one over there behind me, the one we did with the Eiffel Tower, etc, etc. I had a request from... Ooh, this isn't the hole I want. Poop. You always want to get the right hole. You'll get a shock if you go down the wrong hole. I think I showed this when I redid it all up. I kind of made it a bit more permanent and sunk this under the ground. I had a request. Well, I think I mentioned it once about if I was to ever do a map for someone. I was thought about opening up like a shop. But it's such a big work, I never ever did it, basically. But I had a request off Ulva, who I need to go and get that beacon, that she wants a map making. And I have been doing another, I've been wanting to do another map. This is actually a base I've got prepared for when I do a 2x2 map, eventually. So 256x256. Over, give me a design that she had. Actually, I may as well show you this quick one. So yeah, this is... Yeah, eventually, this will be for a map when I can think of a design. Because when I did that Minecraft one, it could have done with being 256x256 for the detail. Because 128 by 128, you don't get much detail in that. Anyway. Over wanted a map, sent me the image, and it's a relatively simple to do. There's only 7 blocks I have to use, that's all. So this is the map, the base. I'm trying a different technique. I used to always do them up in the air. What I've done with this one is, basically, I'll do a little bit there. I've lavaed the ocean. This in total has probably taken about 2 hours work, which compared to when I lay out the normal ones is significantly faster. All I would have my hot bar filled with lava buckets, and I would just go, quickly drop, and then run back to the start again. You can pick them all up again, and it's just enough time. And I would go backwards and forwards. Let's put that on there. So I thought, I'll do a video. This is probably going to be a long video. I'm not going to release the video until the map is actually finished. Because in case Ulva wants to show it off in one of her videos. But I thought I'll go through the process of me making this. So I'm going to jump off here. And I'm going to go over to my art program. And show me how I get the image ready on there. Right. This is probably going to look a bit of funny resolution. I'm having to do a monitor capture. This is just a serif picture plus something or other. I quite like it. It's a very fancy tool and I only know how to use half of it. This is the chibi that Ulva gave me. I believe it's a friend of hers. Made it for her. It's absolutely wonderful. So the first thing to do with this is always to... got to make it 128 by 128. I actually used it to basically crop it. I used a different program to crop it. Because I don't think with this one... Basically, I want to keep it 1:1. So it keeps... the aspect ratio, it doesn't stretch it too much. But with this image, if you were to keep it 1:1, it might not look like this on the recording because the way different monitors have, because I used another program for it, it would actually cut it off by there because of the height. So what I ended up doing was, for this one, was to take the crop from there. And then I would... Is that... Oh, no, that. That one. I've accidentally moved the image a bit there. Would be to then resize this to basically the size of the map. So it would be image size 128. And I've got to turn off the aspect ratio. So it's basically going to slightly squash this width, but it'll keep the height the same. By 128. Got to make sure this resolution is set to 100, which will probably going to change this height now. Yeah, I forgot. You should do resolution first, then change this. Okay, that's it. And yeah, I moved the image slightly, and that basically converts it to 128 by 128. And when you zoom in, this is what I use. Is that the one I want? Yeah, to right. Okay, I don't know why you're not moving me around. Oh, it's maybe because it's something to do with the recording. It normally does. I basically just copy these blocks. And I already have one here. I already have the map prepared and worked out. I actually have a grid turned off. Yeah, I can't actually remove my picture around. I assume that's because I'm recording. You can only just grab it. So I'll then apply a grid over the top of the image, and this grid I transfer into Minecraft. So if we look up at the top here, we have each one, so blocked, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 10, and yeah, and then just transferring this grid onto the map itself, and then copying each grid in bit. What I'll normally do is I will do this first. I have this on another layer, so I can turn it on and off. I'll do all the black first. I'll then do these shading bits, which I can use half slab, cobble or stone. Half slabs, it doesn't make much of a difference. It all works the same for this in shading wise. And then it will be to go around. Colours I've already figured out. This light one is going to be light grey. This is going to be gravel. Unfortunately, it means a significant amount of gravel. But gravel does give off another colour, another grey, that I don't believe you can get elsewhere. And this is going to be dark grey wool. So light grey wool, gravel. Normal gravel. Normal grey wool. And then just black wool around the outside. And then we have a red heart. So let's go back to Minecraft. Right, so we're back in the real world now. It's time to transfer that grid onto the map itself. So this, let me just check that one, yeah. It's the very top corner. So it will be signs. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then it's on the 10th one is where I'll have the grid. It's one of those things when I first did this. When you ever mark anything out, especially those art programs, it always counts them between blocks. So on the art program, the 10 is there. And it sounds silly, but it's like when you're transferring it over, you've got to decide which one. That's like for me anyway. So I always take it, it's the block in front of the 10. Actually, the 10th block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. So that should be 10th there. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And don't worry, I'm not going to keep it here while I count all of this up. Oh yeah, and most app programs as well always seem to do, if you ever got graphs or anything, or like those numbering at the sides, it always seems to be the very top left hand side corner. It always defaults to. That's most when I've used GIMP, when I've used this serif Photo Plus. They used to have Adobe quite a few years ago. It always seems to be top left-hand side corner. So I always work from there. This is the pain in the arse bit, this. Of doing the... Well, it's not too much, but... 10, 20, 30, 40, etc, etc. Right, that's them all marked up along the side. Easiest way to check, have I got it right, is there should be 8 at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. And there's 8 at that end as well. Well, I'm sure I've got the map plate dimensions perfectly, as it does line up with that one. I am going to be, actually before I start transferring the image over, I'm going to get a blank map. See, do I have one here? So yeah, let me go and get a blank map first, before I start doing any more. Alright, so let's double check this. Boop. Yep, that looks perfect. Well, you can tell it didn't do. Got those 4 little dots are... Yeah, that looks right. That's for the beacon holes. Beacons are what I'm going to need next. Yeah, that's perfect. If it was any mistakes, because it's like perfectly edged, you would see blue C on any of the corners. Okay, time to hang you up, because the maps do like to break bloody things. So what I need to do now then is to transfer the grid now onto here. I do like to have the grid itself, so I can see it easily. So if I'm trying to do grid number 1040, I can just easily find number 1 and then just count down number 40 and then find it. In the past, I've always done these with smooth stone and then cobble on the inside, but they've always been floating in the sky. So what I'm planning to do for this, is that 10, is I've got haste on. Just to go down each one. And then the cobble I'm going to pick up from this. I'm then going to actually put back in, and that's going to be my grid line. As cobble and stone as well, so exactly the same colour on the map. Let's get... Am I nearly there? So let's go and all pick this up. I should get what? 126? This is when, thankfully, having Spigot makes stuff a little bit easier. Oh, come on. Oh, 60. Okay. Of course, it groups stuff together. So, I should be in about the middle. I should get a lot here. So, what's that? 60, 124. I'm missing 2. But you're going to be right at the start, aren't you? Thought it was an underwater cave there for a second. Is this the 2? Yeah, here's the 2. Let's get up quick. Spigot might have its problems, but it becomes bloody lovely for grouping items together like that. Oh. So yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the ass doing this grid, but it makes it so much easier. I think if you were doing it when I did Poppy's card for her there, I never used a grid because I was doing it freehand. You know, just basically doing it, then having a look. Because I'm actually transferring an image, I find it so much easier to do it like this. Get to the end. We're going to count you right. Yeah, so that's grid number 1, and then I'll do the same with this. And this will, well, what will be Monday at the moment. This is probably the last bit I'm going to record for today. So when we come back, a few seconds for you, I'll hopefully have this grid line all done. Alright, that is the grid work all done. And what I'm planning to use, I'll put the picture in now. I'll actually put Pi, like just my Python and my other alt account. I've put them up on this cobble stack, so you can show that good picture of the grid and how it looks from above. And it might be handy because it's too much to record on this while I'm actually making it, because it's going to take me quite some number of hours. So I think I might do occasional screenshots with Pi up there as the progress is coming along. One thing I still need to get, Jack was on last night with me and helped me a little bit with getting some wool. I think I've got enough to do some of the outline. What I'm needing though is gravel. I think that's maybe about half of what I need. So I'm going to fill that up. So what I've been doing for the gravel, probably put, yeah, I only need one, is where's a good place to get gravel? Ching ching! Seafloor. It's covered with gravel. Boop. So, this is where I've been getting the gravel. With my Slug Touch pick. Efficiency, respiration, all that good stuff. Aqua Affinity, that's it. It's a really easy place to get it. So, I'm going to get some more of this. Alright then, I think I've got enough. Actually, I probably got too much on me at the moment to get going. I got a bit more gravel. Let me put some of this black wool, take a bit back. Okay. I think I'm going to start at the top of the map. So I want number 50 by 40. No, 50 by 30 and a bit. So 1, 2, 3. And then I'm zooming in on my other map, on my that gridded picture I had. So did I do, yeah, 1, 2, 30, so 2 gaps. And that's the first that runs all the way to there. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4 after. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is basically how I do it. I'll go around, I do square by square. So it looks like, turn that off, that goes from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this goes all the way to the next one. Yeah. And then that goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is how I slowly do it. And eventually the image starts to come up. I've got to do shading, which I've never done shading before. Just using half slabs. And I'm certainly not going to suff you all from the counting with Pi, as it's 1, 2, 3, 4 from there. Okay, 2 down. So hopefully I can do quite a few with Pi up there. The screenshots as I start to get working on this. Right, you've probably seen a few screenshots that I've done. What I'm actually going to do, I tested this a little bit on my test world. I'm not too sure how the shading is going to look, because it is a chibi, it's a cartoon character. So what I wanted to do, I've already done what the shading looks like it should be. I wanted to put in some of this snow and then have a look on the map. And I thought I may as well bring you back for it. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant, thank you for raining while I'm doing this. God, this is always the pain in the arse doing these, if you do snow. For when I did the Minecraft one, I just used snow, whole blocks, because the majority of that was wool. Because snow blocks as well don't melt with torches, that was quite nice. But I'm going to need so much snow for this one. To do it out of snow blocks, it's just not practical. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Oh, actually, why did I put snow? The inside won't be, that won't be filled up. You don't get, oh, you do get these back. Probably not the same what actually cost to make them, but... Okay, let's do, on the map, this was the, did I get it all yet? It's grey in the centre there. I'm thinking just all black, as it's a cartoon. Oh, not my arrows. I think is probably going to look better. Get a bit of light, so no light. Yeah, definitely then. Okay, no shading. Just black with the grey. I think it's going to look better. Okay. Decision making on the fly. Right, so that's the outline done of the chibi. I think it looks quite good. I'm going to take a bit of creative license here and there, like with the nose. It's the pixels that don't always quite translate when you actually put them down on the map. The same with the base of the tail over here. I've played with it a few times. It looks too thick. I'm wondering if I was to remove... The problem is when you take it off, it then looks too thin. Have a look. What's that left? There's the little movement marks that look like hashes. Above and below the tail, like movement marks. Let's see that. Yeah, no, it's too thin. I'm wondering then. How's that? Will that give a curved? Yeah, I'm gonna go back to what it was. I mean, it's kind of the best we can do with that bit. So there's the movement marks that are here on the map. Unfortunately, it's something that doesn't... When I've made the image smaller, the detail has been lost completely. So I'm going to have to do them by eye. I'm using the maps, I reckon. But there. And the end. I would have said. about here? And it's just like a curve. No. I want you there. Get rid of you. Let's have a look at that original one. There we go. So I'm going to get these put in now. Right, gotten a little bit further along. Probably actually a little bit further than... words. A little bit further than what I was planning on. Ended up, Poppy came on to give me a hand. So we started doing some of the outlines. And I probably should have stopped to record. But so this is where we're up to at the moment. We were trying out some of the... well, the colours. So we have grey for this top bit. We have light grey for here, and for the gravel, I made a bit of a boob. I got the colours on my test server, well, creative server that I use. Gravel and stone give off the same colour on a map, so I don't need to use gravel. But I think I might still anyway, because these little bits here, you can see in the map they're lighter coloured. Wherever carpet goes up against an edge, it always goes a bit lighter. And that's going to bug me, where if I fill it in with gravel, it'll get rid of it. I've already got the gravel to use, so it's probably what I'm going to do. One thing we've added for creative license, on the main image, around here, there's a bit of like a pink blush. And there's no way on this resolution that we can get it to go. So Poppy came up with adding a little bit down here on the cheek, and I think I quite like it, so I'm going to check with Ulva, see if she likes it or not. We can remove it in 2 seconds. And then we've got the heart. I think we've filled in. All that's basically left now is to colour it in. We've got all the outlines done, so I've got... At the moment, I'm just doing the light grey carpet. Thank God we can use carpet now that we're in Prop 1.8. And yeah. Oh, and these little movement marks. Yeah, I'm having to just play it by ear. I've actually still got another bit of black. This black one going that way. I've got one to add in here. And then, yeah, and then the snow, which I believe Poppy's going to give me a hand on all the snow. As that's a right pain in the ass doing all that. And I'll probably be back when I get this one all filled in. Right, so I've got the gravel filled in on the inside, like I was doing before. To get rid of the horrible little gap on this grey carpet. And I've... got a lackey to help me with all the snow.
Hey!
You only need the best of lackeys, though. You know, you have to
Why'd
do
you
it
have
the
me
snow.
then?
No, you're doing a grand. Let's go and split the work.
Well, you have me... I was going to say you have me chained up. That seems wrong.
Yeah.
You won't let me go.
Yeah, it's only on
Till I
weekends.
finished it.
Yeah, it's not bad snow placing technique.
Oh, fuck.
It's a bit higgledy
Funny.
piggledy, but
Oh, sorry.
it's alright. Have you seen my
I'm
side?
trying my best, master.
Yeah, you better. I'm watching. Pie's watching from up there, you know, with his screenshots every now and then. He sees all. Anyway, so now it's just a long job of putting in all the snow. See everyone in a few seconds. Go and beat some sense into the lucky. And here we are at the completed map. I actually did record an ending to this episode already, and for whatever reason, it's not in my recordings folder. So I've actually logged on with, of course, F1. Just with Pi, the account I had up here. And I thought it might make a nice end for the end of the episode. Hopefully this is lined up to where I was taking the screenshots. I was being incredibly careful not to move the character or like the camera around so it would always look good. I've already given the map to Ulva, and yeah, I think she loves it. Same again, Ulva, if there's any things you want changing, quite happy to make them. Anyway, I'm going to sign it off from up here. I've got a funny skin on, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks very much. Bye.